Once upon a time, in 17th century Paris, a French author was born on 12 January 1628 as the seventh child to his parents. And most of us grew up reading his fairy tales such as Cindrella, Sleeping Beauty, Little Red Riding Hood and Puss in Boots. However, we weren't probably aware who wrote these folk tales. He was none other than Charles Perrault, who first collated, wrote and then presented all those dreamy tales under the genre fairy tales that became a classic part of our lives. He studied law and went on to serve in the government like his brother and father. In 1669, Perrault advised King Louis XIV to include 39 fountains, each representing one of the fables of Aesop, in the garden of Versailles. Water jets spurting from animals' mouths gave the impression of speech between the creatures. He wrote his first fairy tale at the age of 70 in 1697 after his retirement from the court, best known as Tales of Mother Goose. But he published it under his last son's name, Pierre d'Amancourt, because he was very fearful of criticism and was worried how these stories would be received. This collection had 8 stories, which included Sleeping Beauty, Little Red Riding Hood and Cindrella, and they brought him immediate wide acclaim. Most people attribute the creation of fairy tales to Brothersgrimm, who wrote Long-Haired Rapunzel. But Perrault had already written Cinderella many years before that. In fact, he was the one who laid the foundation for a new literary genre, the fairy tales. Using oral folklore, those classic opening lines and a humble moral, Perrault was able to develop the format of modern fairy tale and created the standard for the fairy tale as we know it now. Brothersgrimm only rewrote many of his stories. Though Charles Perrault died on 16th May 1703, these stories are still retold to everyone by Walt Disney and others. His work has been adapted to opera, theatre, ballet, movies and continues to get printed. And now whenever we hear Once Upon a Time, we have come to expect and anxiously await a happily ever after.